FVACSP. Mr. Graph here, you there. I have a lesson video here. Going to do a couple videos for 4.4. Specifically, 4.4 is about searching. Algorithms in computer science, very much so, are about writing programs, writing code to help you do things faster, more efficiently. Let me zoom in a little bit here. That way we can see this a little bit. I just wanted to kind of talk about what is searching. Um, so in computer science, searching is, I'm reading right here. In computer science, searching is a term used for an algorithm or set of instructions which can locate a specific item in a collection of things. Today, in this lesson, we're going to be practicing searching an array that has strings or words in them. The item that it's searching for may or may not be in the collection. Okay, so you need to have the ability to handle the situation if it is in the array or the collection or if it is not. The search algorithm will either find it or tell us if it's not there. Very, 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 very important. So, a basic computer sequential search. You tell your computer what you're looking for. You tell the computer where to search. In most cases, the program you use, search, determines where to search. Okay, so if you go to your file explorer and you choose to search your C drive for a file, but that file's on your D drive, then your computer may not know, may tell you that that file doesn't exist. Once you enter your search term, the computer executes its search algorithm. The computer looks at each item it has and checks if it is the thing you want it to find. If it finds something that matches, it shows it to you. If it doesn't, it tells you that it hasn't found anything. So what do we need to do for this first program? Basically, what we're going to do is a simple sequential search in an array. So to search for something in an array, you first need an array. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Come over here. I'm going to click a new project. I believe this one, they want us to call it, we're just going to call it sequential search 4.4. I'm going to do seq because I already have a file named this, and I'll call this example. This is the one I'm doing with you as an example. All right, Make Code Arcade is creating that. First thing I need to do is create an array, right? And a new text list array. So it's going to be an array filled with strings, and the array is going to be called names. All right, so let's come over here, scroll down, arrays, set text list to this. Well, I'm going to change this because I want my array to be called names, and I want it to have 10 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go with Julian, making sure all the letters are lowercase. Anna, oh, that's not how you spell. Anna, I'm looking at my list over here that I have from my other program that I wrote. Todd, Eli, Sarah. These are all my friends' names. Andre, Liz, Justice. Making sure, again, they're all lowercase. It just makes your search algorithm a little bit easier. You can make it Brandon. Did I spell that right? Yeah. And then Laura. All right, so there is my text list, my array of strings, and everything is filled out. Okay, cool. Add 10 different names, blah, blah, blah. So you should make sure they're all lowercase. Create a new variable called name to find. Ask the user for the name they want to find and store the answer in name to find. Okay, so if you remember back to previous lessons, we can come up here and create a new variable, and we're going to call this name to find. using camel text notation or camel hump notation. So I'm going to set name to find, and I'm going to ask. Okay, remember you can come up here and search. I'm going to ask for a string. I'm going to plug it in here, and then that will assign this to the answer to this variable. Uh, what name do you want to find? Okay, now one interesting thing is if you don't know the names that are on my list, like if this is all you have to work with, then it's pretty hard to figure out what name's going to be on here because there's like limitless names. But maybe a better example is if you were in a class with a group of students and you put everybody's name into this program, then it would be easier to like figure out what names are on the list, or maybe which ones aren't, that sort of thing. So that would be the easiest way to do that. One thing I forgot to add, I try and add this towards the beginning of writing my programs. I always add a controller on button B pressed, and I just tell it to reset the game. Okay, so that way, like when I'm over here messing with it and testing it, enter on your keyboard is B. So that allows you to pretty easily reset your game. And I think that that is a really good method to, basically set everything up. All right, let's head back over. Name defined, ask, blah, 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 did that. Now you can begin your search just like in the library example. You need to start at the beginning of your collection and examine everything to see if it matches name to find. So we need to add a 4-element value in list. Okay, very important to find this specific block or loop to your code, change the list to names. So if we come over here and we look at loops, we have two for loops. We have a for index loop and we have a for element loop. This wants us to use the for element loop. Make sure you use the correct loop. It's going to go down here right after the array. If you do not select this one, your program is not going to work correctly. So from there, now you can basically set up the conditions that you need. Oh, and this needs to be changed to names so that it's referencing the values in this names array. Now we can set up the condition that we're checking for. We're going to check for if the name to find matches a value in this array. So that's a conditional statement. Let's go with if. And I just said if name to find equals value. Okay, so now it's checking if the name to find that the user gave us equals the value being checked in this for loop. It's going through there. Then what do we want to do? We want to splash like a good job. Let's just say you found their name. Okay, you can add an else. Let's see if it works. Let's just try it like wrong. Try again. Oh, did not spell that correctly. Try again. Okay. Let's see if it works. Let's just try Eli. That's a shorter one. Eli, all lowercase. But okay, so check it out. It is the way it is handling this is that is getting pinged. So let's pull that out because we know that Eli's on the list. And let's go like that. Eli, you found their name. Press B to start over. Let's try Liz. Boom, you found their name. All right, let's try one that's not on there. I think you can even just try any combination. Boom, blank screen, good sign. Okay, so what I showed you was adding just an else. There's a problem with that. We're not going to go into it. What I challenge you to do is figure out how you can add the handling for no, that name's not on the list, try again. How would you do that? That's up to you. That is it for this video. Basically, part one, sequential search example. I am always happy to help, so please feel free to reach out and ask questions. Until the next one, part two of probably 3 parts, this is Mr. Graff saying, stay positive out there, coders.